What's up, homies? Anybody out? Oh, oh, baby, baby, oh, 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 yeah. What is happening? What is it good for? Yo, piss off. Yeah. Knife Monkey, what's up, man? Thomas Wheeler, what's happening? Jamie, what's up, brother? Member of the GBaller Visionaires, what's up, my man? Good to see you, good to see you. Let's see here. We can't be having none of that. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do that. What's happening, everyone? Good to see y'all. Steve, what's up, man? Member of the G-Ballers, what's up? What is up? What is up, my fellers? Marco, what up, bro? William, Andy, what's happening? Oh, we might have to crash old Gonzo's live stream out. Good old Gonzo. Yeah, Steve, it was in like the high 90s today here with lots of humidity. Nice and brutal. Supposed to be that way tomorrow, and then we're supposed to have a little reprieve, I guess. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that goes. Well, Mini G-Ball just got done with a cheerleading camp, and then Micro G-Ball had football practice. So tonight was the kickoff to the season for football and cheerleading, so I'll be nice and busy every day for the next couple months. Getting to enjoy pure sun in the evening time at practice. Witty, what's happening? Radio Geek, what up? Jason Watson, member of the G-Ballers, what is up? Kathleen Smith, member of the G-Ballers, what is happening? Cold off in SC today, only 93. I think that's what we're looking at tomorrow. And then we're supposed to be down in the mid 80s on Thursday, which I can deal with mid 80s. I mean, not for too long, but it's better than mid 90s or high 90s. Because no matter what, it's always humid here, so it's always annoying as hell no matter what. So hot here on the Gulf Coast, 117. Ugh. Yeah, that's nasty. Now, is that humid? Do you have humidity there too, or is that just heat? Our place at the lake was shown at 126. Yeah, that's some brutal shit there. 99 in Texas. Yeah, I think we hit that for a little bit here, and then it kind of trickled down to like 97. 85% humidity. Yeah, that's what we get up here. It's freaking brutal, man. I'd rather be where there's no humidity and it's just hot, I guess. You need a snorkel outside. 108 here, but only 9% humidity. Yeah, see, I had a couple buddies that lived in the southwest, I think it was. Yeah. And it would get hot there, but like little to no humidity. So it's still hot, but a different hot, I guess. Projectiles, what is up, dog? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. I know that Florida, when I lived in southeast Florida, man, brutal. It was like walking into a layer of moist. Every time you'd wake up in the morning, go outside, it was like walking into a wall of heat. That's some brutal stuff. It's all brutal, pretty much. It sucks everywhere in July. I would think anyway. Get your ass out of here, boy. It's only 97 here in Southwest Texas. It's like being cremated, but basted at the same time. I did travel nursing assignment in Miami. Yeah. Yeah, I was just above there, Jason, and it can be brutal. It's nice during the winter there. For the most part. But man, Noldus, are you obsessed by knives? I'm not obsessed by them, but I would say I'm obsessed with them, if that helps. The problem here is that the heat never lets up. It's not humid unless it's storming, right? But the overnight lows are above 85. Bones of the house never cool. Yeah, see, that's yucky, Kathleen. That's yucky. So you're in the southeast, or the southwest, right? Let's see. I might be possessed by knives. Oh, yeah, that's right, Kathleen. I knew that. Yeah, that's actually where two of my buddies were from, somewhere in Arizona. I think one of them lived in Southern California, too. But, yeah. Yeah, see, at least in, North Pennsylvania, here you get all the seasons. You know what I mean? Like, we'll have a couple months of hot and just crazy heat, humidity. Then it'll cool off for a couple months and be like sunny and 70s, which is usually like October, November, maybe the end of September, and if you're lucky, the beginning of December, maybe. The seasons seem to, at least here, be getting a little longer and later. So, you know, when I was younger, it didn't start really getting real hot here till like June, mid-June. But now it's no surprise that like early May or mid-May, we're getting brutal heat. So things seem to be like summer and winter almost seem to be taking over here, where spring and fall are more like, you know, maybe like 2 months. It seems like the rest of the year it's either brutally hot or really cold. Bahia, what is happening? Do you have a Finch Hellfire? I do not, Jason. It's been actually the last new Finch I checked out, man, was the Roadrunner, which came out years ago. That was the last new Finch. Or no. Wait, what came first? The Devil's Finger or the Roadrunner? One of them two is the last one I ever bought. I had a Devil's Finger I held on to for years, and then I finally sold it. It was an exclusive, and they only did like 100 of them. But no, man, I don't think I have any Finches at all anymore, to be honest. Question for GBall: how did you come up with the name for your channel? So, in junior high, probably like 7th grade, I got the nickname GBall, which is a play off of my name. So, coming up with the channel name, I was trying to think of what I should call it and all that. And then I figured I'll just call it my nickname, you know, I'll have it be my nickname. And then the vision is just my thoughts, just my interaction with the EDC world and the knife world. It took quite a while to come up with the name, though. A couple weeks of deliberation when I finally switched from GBall at the in-laws. That was too long and didn't make any sense for this. Old Rossi Poo, remember the G-Ballers? What is up, bro? Gargling balls, it sure does. That's my second nickname. We had a foot of snow here, and the beach in January hadn't happened in 40 years. No shit. Last year I was in PA, I shoveled more snow off roofs than anything. Yeah, I could tell you though, well, in some years it's worse than others because we get the lake effect snow from the Great Lakes. And sometimes, if we're lucky, we'll get like, everything has to be just right, but sometimes we can get like a storm that'll spin into Canada, over the Great Lakes, all throughout Ohio, all through Pennsylvania, some of New York, and it'll be like a big winter storm, and that's when we get crushed with snow. It's feeding off the lakes and whatnot, but we don't get anywhere near as much snow nowadays as we did in like the 90s. Like the 90s, we used to get a shit ton of snow, and now people get excited over a couple inches. Like grocery stores will be empty when people hear like 2 to 3 inches. The grocery stores are freaking empty. But some places do get it worse than others. I live in the valley, so it can get pretty brutal temperature-wise in here, throughout the valley. I've been on the hunt for a sabotage hellfire. I've got a nocturnal and a shiv. Yeah, it's been a minute, man, since I've checked out any finches. Akash, what up, eh? Yeah, so basically just my nickname and then my vision. But I wanted to keep it a little bit more of a broad name. Like I didn't want to put EDC on it. I didn't want to put knives on it. So I wanted it to be my own thing, kind of a deal. So I didn't put EDC, no knives, no gear, whatever. Yeah, dude, you guys got lucky. We didn't get shit this year. We were supposed to get hit like 3 different times badly. The one time it missed us to the south. The one time it missed us to the north. And then the other time it like went towards us, down below us, and then like back up the coast and missed us again. So 3 times we were supposed to get smashed and we didn't, which I was pissed. You guys might remember I was bitching about it back then. Boomer, what is up? What is happening? My standards of knives have changed after acquiring the Croc. Yeah, the Croc is a good one. I actually just had the video went up tonight, I believe. I did a couple knives in a video and this was in there. But yeah, this is really good. I'd love to see an XL Croc. But yeah, I like the Croc quite a bit. For a mid-sized knife, I like it quite a bit. So I am in the Lycoming Valley. If you've ever heard of the Nittany Lions from Penn State in the valley, I live like not far from there, maybe like a half hour, maybe a little more. Where'd you go, you little bastard? Little assholes. Little assholes. I remember about 1.5 years ago watching Greg's live while flicking my $26 Ganzo. How times change, yeah. Yeah, they do, man. But I can say for me at least, I know some people are different and they're in different circumstances, but I enjoy like an inexpensive knife. I don't know, $50 Kershaw or whatever. I enjoy checking out a budget knife just as much as like a more expensive knife or whatever. That's pretty much always stuck with me though. I just like knives, so I've never been real snooty. Like if I like something, I picked it up. Now I got more picky as to that type of thing, but I've never been not willing to pick up a $50 CJRB or Civivi, whatever. What's that one on a keychain? This or this? This is a flashlight. This is a lighter that I have upside down here. I don't got any fluid in it, but it's a lighter. Good old Reich. Good old Reich. I just came from the valley in the Texas area. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I'm in North Pennsylvania. Timmy T, what is up, man? Yeah, definitely does progress, man. Yeah, nothing's wrong with a Ganzo either, man. If hell, a Ganzo is a perfect like introduction knife. They got good action on their crossbar locks, their liner locks. They got good steels or decent steels for the money. Yeah, I like Ganzo. I'm down with a Ganzo, baby. You can get a lot of stuff done with a Ganzo. This is the Tiny 3 from Nightcore here. It's got a LED screen. And you can actually preset it before you turn it on. This has been probably my most carried flashlight, but you 1, 15, 65, 200, and you can, let's see here, that's the power button, and then you can, let's see here, one of them, there it is, and you can get a 600 boost out of this bad boy. Lets you know how much time you got left on each mode. So if we go to 1, we got 81 hours, 30 minutes that we can run it at 1 lumen. 15 lumens, 8 hours, 40 minutes. Yeah, I like this thing quite a bit. You can just throw it down in your pocket and you got a solid little light. My daughter went to Penn State. Yeah, that's not far from me at all. Let's see here. Let's see here. And they're one of my favorite, I would say Nightcore's in my top 2 or 3 favorite, like, production flashlight. And they make the best battery banks. Since I'm such a swell fella, I'll put a link in the chat for you. That's sideways for Ross. Turn your head up and down, bro. Nobody talked down to me. Everyone was really encouraging, educated, helped me make some great choices later on. That's exactly what it's all about, man. Or that's what I've tried to make it all about anyway. Hurcan, what is happening? I just put a link in the chat there. Tiny 3. They're not much. I mean, they're not cheap, but 40 bucks for that flashlight. Hey, you guys got a nice little collection, Evan. 500 is that's a good amount. That's a good old amount. Joe, what is up? I have tried some Civivi knives. If you're just coming in for the first time, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's free. And we do lives like this often. I release videos every day on new knives, new gear. And we have lots of fun, baby. Lots of fun. We do some weird stuff here. And some normal stuff. Joe, what Civivi you want to know about, bud? I've tried most of them up until about the last 6 months or so. How many people you stabbed? Only myself, man. Only myself. And it wasn't even in self-defense either. It was just rookie mistakes, man. One time I was cutting open, I had just got a new Asher Douglas. And razor sharp. It was my daughter's birthday, I think it was, and I was cutting open one of her packages, and it was one of them hard clamshell packages, you know, with 1,000 little ties on it and stuff. But anyway, I was cutting one of them open, and somehow, some way, the tip and a decent amount of the blade ended up going into my rib, and I was leaking blood like a sieve. That one was pretty bad. It wasn't like a long wound. It was more of a skinny, deep wound. It was, I definitely wouldn't want to get stabbed for real. Projectiles has like 20 knives. Hey man, everybody starts somewhere. Mr. Eddie, I have not had a chance to check out any of the K-bar folders. Plenty of the fixed blades though. But no, I just haven't had, the Dozier I think is one of them that I wanted to check out. I probably, yeah, for anyone who wants to join the Discord, that's linked at the top of the chat. Discord is free. All you need is what you need for YouTube. You need like an email maybe and a username, and that's pretty much it. And then you can come in and hang out, chat, drop new knives you got. We got a buy sell trade group in there, all kinds of stuff. I probably have 190 knives, but 40 of them are sacks. I started with Swiss Army knives. You know, Kathleen, that's a nice amount right there. And last night, laying in bed, I was watching a video and surfing Amazon, and I was looking at some Victorinoxes, and I don't have that many. I have like a handful, but there's a couple I would really like to get that I don't have, and realistically, I probably wouldn't carry them a whole lot, but I still would like to have them. The disease can be bad if you're not an addict. It can get bad. I got an aluminum that's awesome, better than my Benchmates. You got an aluminum Civivi? Those clamshells are the worst. Yeah, man, they're dangerous. Dangerous. Real dangerous. Especially when, like, I don't think I've experienced it a whole lot with my son, but with my daughter, maybe a little with my son, but with girls, they have like these sets you can get with Barbies, and then there's all kinds of like different accessories and this and that, and every single thing has like 2 or 3 of them real tight like plastic bandings around them. It's so annoying. So annoying. What's the knife under the leather GBall sign? This guy. That is the Tizit 2 right there. The Reich knife Tizit 2. It's a beast. It's a monster. I think it's like 230, I think, on the blade stock, maybe somewhere in that ballpark. I'll be a swell feller here and put that in the chat, just because I'm swell. I'm swole. Let's see here. Hey, look at that. We got some gifted memberships rolling in there. And we got Brian, Bob, Garco, Ken, and Kelly all picking up GBaller memberships. I got them, so I might as well give them. How do I feel about Gerber knives? They have a reserved place in my heart. I'll say that. Because that's pretty much what I started with. You know, I grew up in the tactical era. So SOG and Gerber were like the shizzle when I was in high school and whatnot. So I had a lot of Gerbers and a lot of SOGs. I still actually have a couple of them. I mean, I haven't checked out... Wait, what did I check out recently? I did check out... Oh, it was another SOG. First SOG I had checked out since I was probably in my early 20s, but I picked this up just because I wanted to try it out. Plus, I liked the design. The Twitch 2, 154, rose gold accents. It is assisted, but a good assisted knife don't bother me. I don't carry them a ton, but I like this one. I haven't picked up a new Gerber though, man, in a long time. But I do, you know, they'll always have a place. Yeah, man, I have seen I've seen somebody get stabbed in person, and then I've seen some others on video. And it's definitely not anything you want to experience for yourself. I'm sure you can relate. Usually there's if it's a true knife fight, there's usually no winners. Rolf, member of the GBallers. What is up, buddy? Good to see ya. The Buck Sprint is a great USA made knife if you get the base model super light. Yeah, I have the Buck Sprint Pro, I think. Man, I'm on fire. I know exactly where all my knives are. Yeah, this was one of my earliest knives right here. I got this not long after my Buck 110 Pro. But yeah, I really like this knife. The only issue I really had, and it wasn't really a huge deal because I never had an issue with it in my hand, was how the clip just flares up a little too much. I appreciate the, how it's done, because it does allow to go over a lot thicker seams, but I think it should have been brought back just a little bit. But like I said, I can feel it, but it don't really bother me, if that makes any sense. But I also don't have girly hands like Kev or certain people. Yo, what is up? Oh, did you get it in, Tim? I was wondering about that. Tor, they're the ones who bought Scallywag, Tim. When I did that testing video on the that one fixie, the Wanderer. Smith & Wesson, Buck 110. Yeah, I haven't picked up a Smith & Wesson ever, I don't think. I think it was one of their autos I almost picked up, maybe. But I had never ended up doing it. But yeah, the Buck 110, of course. I have the Wanderer here. This would be like, if we were going camping or whatever, this would be probably on my hip. Tor Knives is the one who bought Scallywag. And this, I talked to the owner of Scallywag just the other day, and like these are made in the USA. All these more expensive fixed blades and whatnot. They do have some stuff that's made in Taiwan as well. I think a majority of it is USA, and then they have some like more budget ended stuff that's really not actually budget. It's still fairly expensive, but it is Taiwanese made, so makes sense. But Tor is the one who bought Scallywag. Brian White, member of the GBallers. No problem, brother. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's rough, Will. LG, what is happening? BNA, member of the GBallers. What is up? PS, by the way, member of the GBallers. What is happening? Yeah, LG, I got probably 150 fixed blades. What do you want to see? What can I take out for you? What's that, Chevy Chase? She's like, what can I take out for you? Brown Sugar, what is up? I've got a 2000 Smith & Wesson, the first Millennium run. I've had it 25 years. I think, is that the auto one that they did? Oh, somebody was asking about the coin. This isn't a knife. This is just a coin. That's exactly what it is. It's just a coin. And then you can kind of fidget with it a little bit. But it's just a coin. The owner of this company stumbled across one of my gear videos, and we don't really have like what he does and sells. We don't really mash, I guess, together. A little bit of stuff, but not a ton. That it's more of like a poker type of place. But anyway, he liked the channel and the gear videos, and he shot me an email, and he's like, I want to send you one of our coins, fidget coins. They just had come out, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll check it out. Casey, what is up? Wanted to buy the Katuo. Oh, dude, the Griffin is a must-have. If you're almost any knife here on the table, yeah, this would be my first pick out of everything on this table. I love this knife. I've carried this a ton this year. I love it. Love this knife. It's like 8.6 overall. So it's a good size for once. M390, it's got that pokey harpoon spear point like blade. And then all the deployment methods, which I say this in the video, which all of you have went and watched, right? Nothing is overlooked. Nothing feels neglected. Everything is done properly. The rear flipper, it's got jimping all the way up. It comes out just enough. The frame is cut away perfectly, like it works beautifully. The front flipper is executed to perfection. It cants in, so it flares out here, jimping, it cants in, and then here at the very end, it cants back out. And that is perfect. That gives you a beautiful ledge, no matter what you want to do to flick this guy open. And then I think they have they have two different versions, I think. And then you can unlock it with the liner or the button. The detent is beautiful. They killed this thing. They made it lefty friendly, beautiful backspacer, and they kept the price reasonable on it too. I think they're like $250 maybe. You can pick one up right here. Get yourself a PayPal, man. Get yourself a PayPal, bro. Easy peasy. Yeah, Tim, you'll have to, are you in the Discord, Tim? You'll have to send me a photo. Or put a photo in the Discord, man. Let's see here. Very top right lighter is badass. Yeah, that actually comes from the same place. That is a Reich branded lighter there. That is a Katuo branded lighter. The same company who does the Griffin. And then I believe this is a Reich as well. Or no. This is a Katuo. It don't matter. It's the same thing. Same company. Same company. What's the knife with the blade hole and the crossbar lock in the middle? This guy here? That's the Quasar. Gotta be this one. Yeah, that's one of Paul Munko's recent releases. It's a beast. It's a good size. What'd they do these in? S35? No, they did these in 20 CV. I love this thing too. Paul Munko, he's got a good design language. If you're just popping into the stream for the first time ever, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 20K, baby. On our way to 20K. What would be nice is if we can hit 20K by next weekend. That would be dope. I definitely got a badass 20K giveaway coming. Really sweet. Really sweet. The 2 above that one. This one. The one we just showed. That is a concept. And I do have a... Actually, I got one from them. I don't know if they work, whatever. There's links. There's links. What's like a flipper, Boomer? What are we talking about? Oh, the Smith. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. They had this auto, though, that I was going to pick up at one point. And then I was like, well... Some other stuff can get a little crazy from Reich and Katuo. Like, some of them are pretty crazy. But they also have stuff like the Griffin that I think, like I said, this is one of my favorite knives of the year. So, and that's like $250, which ain't bad at all. Not bad at all. Is that a slip joint between the green and yellow knife and the small flashlight? What's up, Geek Machinist, member of the GBallers? Between the green and yellow knife. Yes. Yeah, this is a Jonathan Styles design right here. I think I released a video on this last week or the week before that, maybe. And they have it in a premium one as well. This one is Nitro V, aluminum, and then some sort of wood inlay. But talk about like a little pocket dropper, man. It don't weigh a whole lot. It has a little heft to it, but not bad at all. And that's the same fella who did the Militol here. Plainly see that, no question. Definitely. Yeah, these are very inexpensive, the budget ones. Pretty inexpensive, I would say. Anyway. Yes, I would. I sure would, my friends. Let's see here. Let us. Scout, be quiet, dude, or I'm gonna break your neck. Scout. Don't piss me off, dude. Put you in the doghouse, bro. You know any websites that sell OTF parts? What kind of OTF parts, I wonder? What do you need? Knives are life. What is happening, bud? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yeah, if you're just scrolling through, even if you don't stay, make sure you subscribe. If you're just strolling through shorts, just subscribe. It's cool. Subscribe, move along, but don't leave me hanging. Come on. I'm offering my hand to you for whatever you need. I'm there with you. You can just do whatever you need. Piss on the rug. No, but Teddy will. Little asshole. I won't mind throwing him up against the wall a few times. For sure. So what's everybody carrying tonight? What's everybody got in the pocket tonight? Come on, let me know. What you carrying? What is it? Where's all the good shit? All I see is a bunch of Chinese wiener knives. Still sub though, pal. Well, thank you, Hendy. Thank you, bud. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Sadly, I only have 40 or 50 USA knives. And they weren't here on my other table, so they didn't make it on the table today. Maybe try tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to be more formidable for you. B&A got the S90V Sage 6. I was actually looking at that. Who has that? Or where was that? Blade HQ maybe? I forget where I was, but I was pondering picking up one. But I don't remember it being an S90V. Is that the button lock one? Yeah. What do you mean? This is USA made. I was gonna say, I gotta have one out here. That ZT's USA made. These are Taiwanese made. This is USA made. This is USA made. These are USA made. This is USA made. You slacking, man. You slacking. I didn't even try and we got stuff out here. Come on, we out here, man. Don't try to play the player, you know? I carry 2 bennies, 2 case knives, and the dog leg jackal. You're saying you carry that every day? Rolf's got the wingspan, the mink, and the Olight diffuse. What's the diffuse? The Olight diffuse. Love that mink. Get him, Hendy. But you're really not, though. You know what I mean? All that's doing is letting me know that you don't actually know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I have more USA made knives than most people will ever own in their life. Just knives, period. Casey's got the Warn EDC collab from TCal and Melissa Backdoor, and always got my Chavez OTF Chub. Man, to have a pretty face, just a pretty face even. How far that will get you. Dang. I wish USA made knives we actually made with US machines and parts. Sadly, most of the large companies are not truly US. Yeah, there's some fine lines to all that for sure. You know, if like Spyderco or Benchmade, you know, say they get their hardware from Mexico or Taiwan or something, I'm not real upset about that. I know that it can be really expensive to machine all them screws and whatnot. Typically, companies have to sub that out to a company who does just manufacturing of like screws and whatnot, and it's expensive to do because they're kind of a niche thing. But yeah, it's there's some fine lines all to that for sure, as far as truly 100% USA made, and then there's like made in the USA, which means, you know, most of it is made here, but there's some that is made elsewhere. But as long as the company's upfront about it, I'm cool with whatever they decide to do, you know, at that time. Like some companies, if they're smaller or whatever, they might not have the ability to do that, which is understandable. Yo, Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Lay your ass down. That's what I thought. Oh, so you got a couple of traditional lookalikes today. Very nice. I can get down with that. Down like a clown. I'm down with that. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? This came from a fella over in Europe, I believe. This is a prototype of an actual, he wanted to create a useful penknife. So he went the complete opposite way with it, and he made a knife that has a pen. Sorry, I don't remember for the life of me. Yeah, tip gear. It is tip gear. I was going to say tip gear, but I don't think that's right. It is. But all titanium. It's a prototype. I sent him some feedback, and I don't know how much he implemented with it, but they should be in production now, actually. But just a small owner, small company, doing some cool stuff. Warbow is another one. This is a U.S. company. I think they're in Texas, maybe. This is one of their first projects here. Carabiner knife. USA made. 14C. So, it's 14C is not a USA steel, but I think these are all machined and stuff like that, and then the blades are, put in, but this is really cool. And it's actually really snappy for what it is. Warbow Carabiner. USA made, baby. I can just feel the difference in quality. I can just feel the difference between this USA made knife right here and this Chinese made knife. Just so much difference. You know it? Just kidding. I can't. Yeah. Okay, pal. Okay, pal. Milton, what's up, buddy? I forgot there was a chat. Red Hooded Step Welder. What is happening? What do you like? The Warbow? These are available. These are probably not available. I think these are in production, man, if you like those. You could try to hit them up, though, or look them up. Tip gear. Tip. Like the tip is in all my buddies' mouths. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Let's see here. Let's see here what we got. Papa Rhino, holy smokes. What's up, dog? Damn. Reminds me of the Joe Dirt scene with the Indian dude having all snakes and sparklers. Hey, man. Snakes and sparklers are badass. Homer, member of the GBallers. What is up, dog? What is happening? Timmy T, catch you on the next one, brother. It was good seeing you, my man. I remember somebody asking me, I think it was brother Jason, what am I carrying today? So for most of the day I had that fella there, the Thunderhead. which is brother Casey's newest design, or one of them, I guess. I don't know what he's done. And then, as many of you may know, the Shallows from Quiet Carry. And sometimes I've been carrying both of those for the day, and the Gambit has found its way into my pocket quite a bit. And then a couple others have been kind of, the Griffin's always kind of hanging around. Let's see. This will probably never go anywhere, to be honest. I might carry this every day. Snakes and sparklers. Hell yeah, snakes and sparklers, man. Does it get any better than that? I hope we're not stepping on anyone else's toes that's doing a live stream. Just kidding, I don't care. All right. All right. I'll get the one USA made knife I have out. I guess I found a few others. Yeah, see? Man. That is some good stuff. It is some good stuff, though. ABW. Probably one of the best buys in the business, I will say that. As far as materials, build quality, price tag, it's hard to beat an ABW. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what's that? You have two of them. Why, yes, I do. Why, yes, I do. Oh, Rossi. You're such a silly fella. What is going on here, my son? Is that? No way. Yeah, I should have a slip joint from ABW, but wasn't at the right place at the right time. I'm sure I could get one, but I'm not in any real hurry. I mean, I really don't need more than two at this point, right now. Oh. Hey man, what's with the small knife with the holes in it? I don't know. What do you mean? Stratlomat, what is up? Any Damascus? Yeah, I have some, I suppose. You mean like Damasteel or Damascus? Not quite a potato thing there. You know what I mean? You know, this gets me moist. I gotta say that. If this don't get you, even if this isn't your style, this has to get you excited. When ABW comes out, now I know he did, so actually it was not long after I said something to him about it. I think he actually, you know, I don't know that he did it because of me, but I said, man, it'd be sweet if you would do a flipper thumb stud combo, because I was always wishing this had studs or a hole. And I think not long after that, he did do a run of those. I don't remember if they were button locks or liner locks. I think they were liner locks, maybe. But yeah, I like ABW. Good people. Good people. American Blade Works slip joints and Model 1 V7s in Warncliffe will be available this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, sweet. I might have to pick me up a slip joint just to support. Boy, he's on V7s, huh? What's he doing? Button locks or liner locks? What's he doing? If you shake the camera, Milton will get a dog or he'll punch a dog. If I shake the camera, I'll punch my own dog. There it is. Boy, that's a hell of a delay. That's a hell of a delay. You know, we saw a micro or toy, whatever, full-blooded doodle tonight. One of Ashley's friends had it at practice. Just this little ass thing. And it looked just like Scouty, but really small. And it was completely black. It was freaking one of the cutest dogs I've ever seen. I'd love to get me one of them. What kind of Damascus we talking about, dude? Damasteel, Damascus. MEK has like 10. Why, though? Like, I could see having these two, I could see picking up a thumb stud flipper combo in whichever form, and then the slip joint. And then if he comes out with something different or whatever, I'll pick up another one. Does he have another model I don't know of? He might. He really might. Let's see. Milton will get a dog. Tommy Pickles. Let's do this. Boom, chicka, boom, boom. Whoa, now. Come on, doggy. Let's see. While you're over here, Come on. We're trying to get... Where are we at? Well, I got y'all here. Why don't you go give that a subscribe over there if you're not already subscribed. A frame lock I would pick up. George, what is happening? Liner lock, frame lock. And a Model 2 and a slip joint. Yeah, I could definitely see picking up the frame lock and the slip joint for sure. What is one the drop point and two the Warncliffe? I guess I never paid a whole lot of attention to that. Appreciate that, George. We are all just stopping through in the game that is life. Yeah, I should have a slip joint here, but wasn't quite quick enough last year at Blade Show. And then I think there was a time or two when I missed the drops. Let's see here. Can we get another link to... I got it right here. Here is the Discord link. Model 2 is a bit different. You have two Model 1s. Oh, okay, so that's what I thought. I was going to say, I thought these were both Model 1s, but... So that makes sense. So he does have one I might not know about. Or I just forget it, I guess, is possible, too. I've had quite a few talks with him over the last year or so. In the couch. I collect mini knives. Does that make me a part of the knife community or the EDC community? Let's see. We'll have to deliberate, and we'll get back to you in 7 business days. I would say the knife community is a part of the EDC community. So if you're in the EDC community, that makes you a part of the knife community as well. But you could definitely be a part of the knife community without really being into all the other gear and gadgets, which is crazy as hell. Crazy as hell, I said. If you don't like gear and gadgets, well, you can get the hell out of here. You can get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's what he said. You don't like gear and gadgets? You walk your ass on out of here. Hey man, you collect any knives, flashlights, any type of gear, you're cool in my book. You're cool in my book. Even if your own family don't think you're cool for whatever reasons, I think you're cool. Which I know Ross, few others in here maybe, if they're still here. Hey, I think you're cool, even though your own family hates you. Check the Discord. Oh, I wish we were on the regular stream. I'd pull it up here. Let me see. At least I can look. Haha. Unless you're part of the Discord, you can't look. Sorry. Let me see what we got going on here. Oh, yeah. I do remember seeing that Model 2. But I don't remember like where, how, or when. But I have seen that. That's right. Cool. So I need me one of them then. See, that's a different story. I need the Slippy, and I need that Model 2. You got the same Model 1, but the flipper liner lock version. And then, man, I love this one too. And these are only a few months apart, but look at the finishing. Now, he might do different finishes too, but the finishing on this one's a little newer than this one. I don't know if it'll come up on screen that well, but look at the little bit of difference in the milling on the blade. Man, that's so damn good. Hopefully it comes up on the screen pretty good. It might not with... maybe if we hit it in some different light. But these aren't very far apart as far as time he made this one, time he made this one. And I do know that he's my kind of guy. It took him almost 30 different prototypes to get this button lock to operate the way that it does. It feels amazing when you open it up. It hard to explain. If you have a lot of experience with button plunge locks, you'll know they're kind of mushy, or they can be. They're a lot better these days, but this is well ahead of the curve as far as how that feels on the deployment and how much resistance is really so good. But yeah, almost 30 prototypes to get this knife where it is here, and I'm sure he's tweaked them even since then. This was, I don't know, it hasn't been that long, a year and some change maybe. Let's see here. Brando's not leaving. Hey, that's cool with me too, man. Let's see. Kelly, you are welcome. Good to see you. Member of the G-Ballers. A new member of the G-Ballers, we should say. Paul Mills, member of the G-Ballers. What's up, brother? Wayne, what's happening, man? First time stopping by? If it is, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is most certainly, if you were gonna be subscribed to any channel on YouTube, it would be this one. It makes the most sense. Similar. That's the frame lock one. The Ultim one is the liner. Oh, okay, yeah. I see it now that I'm zoomed in. I see the frame. See, I could go for one of them too. I could go for a frame lock of either blade shape. I'd be down with that. What do we got here? My grandpa was a huge knife collector and died. You interested in any what? Of rare stuff? Cheap. You can come into the Discord and post pictures. I personally probably wouldn't be interested in anything, but you're more than welcome to try. I'll put the Discord link in the chat. You'll see it in about 5 seconds, 10 seconds. And all you need is an email, a username, and you can come hang out. As long as you're cool, and you stay. If you aren't, you're gone. Goodbye. Kind of like, what was that one show where that annoying lady was like, goodbye. Goodbye. Bye, mother. Yeah. Oh, baby, you. Big Jim. Member of the G-Ballers. What up, bro? If you're just rolling in, put in the chat what you're carrying right now. Put it in. Put it in there. Slip it in. Holy smokes. King Snake Jake, what's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Paul Mills coming in. 12 months of being a G-baller. In the G-spot, baby. A year of the G-ball. Couple more to grow on there. Thank you, brother Paul. Got your 1 year chip, baby. Your 1 year G-ball, G-spot chip. Hell to the yeah. Henry G, what is up, buddy? Good to see ya. Appreciate you, Paul. Paw to the wall. Bang the dang diggy. Diggy, 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 send the bookies and mop top the biggie boo. Let's see here. I saw something. Medford 187 and a bug out for Paul. Okay. I can get along with that. You got a beast and a slicer. I can get along with that. Mr. Eddie's got the Keeling Custom today, which none of us know anything about any type of shit like that. King Snake Jake's got the Brass Brigade gripper and a Spyderco Canis. Very nice. The gripper, man. The gripper. I loved that knife, for sure. Thing was a tank in certain ways. Carrying my Gray Man DUA today. Just put a fresh edge on it, Big Jim says. Very nice. Very nice. TBD EDC has the Nkosi Insigno and the Sequari. Very nice. Very nice. TBD. TBD. At least it ain't TB. Then you'd be in some trouble. Big Jim! Coming in with 6 months in the G-spot. Hell yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. More people in the G-spot, the better it gets. Yeah, I know, Mr. Eddie. I was being funny. Like, let's be honest, most people don't have any idea what something like that is actually like. Yeah, I like the gripper, man. And Yeah, I like that knife quite a bit. Perfect for it was the perfect knife for me, that's for sure. I've had to sell some knives. I haven't had to, but I've chosen to sell some knives that I would consider like personal collection knives. You know what I mean? Like there's knives I like to keep for the channel, for videos, for reference, for whatever. But then there's knives, in the personal collection or whatever. Couple I've let go that I'd love to have them. That was one I let go though. A G-baller bought it though. Who did buy that? Man, my memory's fried, so I don't know. Paul, jump in the Discord, bro. Are you in the Discord, man? I'll get you a fresh link. Get out of here. Get off. Right here. All you need is like an email, dude, and email and a username. Same stuff you use for YouTube. It's free. There's a bunch of us in there, you know what I mean? There's different chat, like almost like different chat rooms. One's like the main chat. Then we got like an EDC of the day chat. You know what I mean? A buy, sell, trade chat. And then I got one or two dedicated to like the channel, like my recent video releases, and some other crap. I don't remember. I just started it, like what, 2 weeks ago maybe? I think. Maybe like 2 weeks ago. And I bet, let me look, I bet there's over 60 people in it already. Let's see. 63, I think, is what's in there right now. I should have started it quite a while ago and just never did. Nathan Lopez, what is happening? What you got in the pocket, son? I'm surprised at what it's oh, I guess fairy tales over there, that's right. I don't, well, let me hop in and see. Okay. Yeah, there might be a few fairy tales over there. Not many though, really. But yeah, Paul, it's free. Anyone who wants to join, what do I have up there right now? Oh, that one. Yeah, here. It's free. If you want a place to shoot the breeze, hang out, post pictures of your EDC, new knives you bought, you want to stay more in tune with the channel, or up to date, I should say, more plugged in, up to date with the channel. It's all there. And it's free, baby. Just a way for us all to stay in contact easily. It's a good knife. I do like this one. And it's comfortable too. As far as like, the jimping's done really well. I've thought about shaving the tip of that clip off just a smidge, but like I said earlier, it don't bother me a ton. This has S30V with the Boss Heat Treat. What up, Nate? What you got in the pocket today? You got anything spicy? Joseph D had an issue with his EDC, the Gentleman Flipper by Hogue. Just doesn't go into my pee hole the way I'd like it to. See, I would try starting, you're doing it wrong. You definitely want to start this way. I'd say that's too small as well. Gotta open her up, tip first. Tip to tip. You'll be in good shape. Real good shape. Spartan Harsey shape. Yeah. 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 Good ass knife. This is on double washers. Double trouble. I hear something going on in the Discord. Something wacky's going on in there. We got some new crew in there. Big Jim coming in. Big Jim. Hell yeah, bud. Welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the Discord. Wave hi to Big Jim. Come on, Paul, you can do it, bud. We got all kinds of folks in there. We got them. It's a crew. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Here, why don't you go check this out? You're definitely going to want to go check that out. Leave some type of snide remark in the video. Any type of snide remark you would like. It would be greatly appreciated. Please. Appreciated. Go over here, subscribe over there. How are you gonna tell me, dude? Later, George. It's fine. Why are you complaining? Later, George. Later, George. Freaking damn thing. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, not bad. 52. 52 on the video. Fitty. Fitty. Fitty, fitty. Fitty, fitty. I'm gonna give those bad boys away. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. None for now. What's up? I don't really know what's going on in here. Does anyone else? I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm kind of just doing stuff, and people are kind of doing other stuff, I guess. Do-do-be-do. GV, what is up, man? What you guys carrying in the pocket today? Let me know. All right, take a break. Take a break, dude. Dan, what's happening? What is happening? Let's see. Dan, I said what's up? GBaller #1 has the best channel logo ever. Hey, appreciate that, man. Brother Dan actually helped me make that logo. You mean my little channel thingamajig? My emblem thing or whatever the hell it's called? I don't know. But yeah, Brother Dan helped me come up with that. And my original one, the old one, do I got something here with that? You know what I mean. I got some, but let's see. None for Now's got the 20.5. Very nice. Love me a little sharky shark. Love me a little sharky shark. Yeah, it's good timing too. 20K giveaway will be coming up soon. For the first time since I hit 10K, I think, I reached out to a couple of companies and whatnot, and several are sending some stuff in. A couple are getting back to me. So, plus Brother Jamie sent in several awesome things. I have several awesome things. So 20K is going to be a sweet one. A sweet one, I say. A very good one. Where were you at? You were over here. You were over here. No problem, Bob. Henry G's doing it up G-baller style. That's the only way to do it, my friend. That's the only way to do it. The only way. I know. Oh, the leather in the middle of the table. Me and Lancelot came up with the layout, and Lancelot came up with this little thing off my idea, and he put it together perfectly. But that's kind of a play off my old logo. Still flows. Still goes with the flow, though. Kathleen's putting some G-ballers in the chat. G-baller emojis. Yeah, there's the original one is that very first one. That's the original channel logo. Had that for probably, what, 2 years maybe, or close. And then we kind of, I forget who helped me come up with that. Like, that was my idea, and then somebody helped me put it into actual art. But damn, I can't remember who it is. Somebody that's not, I don't think is around anymore. Anyway, then brother Dan the man, he helped me come up with the one that you see now. He is, Dan the man came up with that, helped me out with that. Let's see here. Yeah, GV, I figured you remembered. GBV. Yeah, 20K, man. I'm it's small, but it's big. It's small, but it's big. That's what I keep telling myself. That's what she said. Anyway. No, it's, I'm pretty proud of it, I should say. B Shady, member of the G-Ballers. What up, dog? I couldn't remember if I said what's up or not, so there's another one if I didn't. And if I didn't, there you go. What up, dog? What up, G-Baller? Drooby Tunes. He helped me. So, no, it wasn't him. That was, actually, I forgot about him. He did help me come up with something, but Drooby Tunes, me and him worked on this one together. We worked on that one. Which I did, I do really like this one as well. But I like the one, Dan, I like the one that's there. That'll probably never change, I don't think. It's perfect. Unless he tweaks it. Unless he tweaks it and makes it even better than it is. But yeah, it's perfect. My icon thingy. the emblem, whatever the hell it's called. Seems like yesterday we were hyped over reaching you 1K. Yeah, I remember, man. That was... It's been fun, that's for sure. It's been a crazy ass roller coaster ride. Steve, what up? J-Twig, what up? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Don't really care if you hit the like button or not, but make sure you're subscribed. And you can ring the bell. That'll let you know when I go live and release new videos, which I do every day. New knives, new gear. It's all here. Yeah. Do you like fixed blade knives? I sure do, man. I sure do. B&A, I don't know. Do you have... I might have to send you some updated ones, actually, dude. Do you have ones like this? There's a couple different ones. If you have those, you have the last ones that I got probably then. If not, I'll have to send you a couple. But, yeah, come on. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I like fixed blades, though. I do. Anything that's sharp and pokey, I probably like it. Or either or. Been fun and been even faster. Holler at you later. Prep for the wife, be home. Yeah, you gotta do that. Thanks for chilling out and stopping in, brother. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good week, my man. Do you have any GBall t-shirts? So I've run 2 test runs. I have 2 shirts that I've done for like myself to try them out. Just logoed ones, and they came out pretty cool. There's a few adjustments I'd want to make, but I'd love to get with someone who's got kind of an artsy, you know what I mean, a design type of mind. And I got some cool ideas as far as like the spine whacker, the G spot. You know, I got some funny ones that I kind of come up with over the years. I'd love to make some stuff, but I don't have the talent to do it, and I don't have the time to learn how to do it. I've pissed with it a little bit, but I guess my imagination has. But like the things I've thought up and people have translated it into, you know, it's pretty much come out perfect from what I thought in my mind to like what came to be. But it takes somebody crafty with stuff. But yeah, I've always wanted to do like a logoed hoodie, a logoed shirt, maybe a couple like funny shirts or whatever, and then have some logoed hats and maybe like a mug or something. I don't want to do a ton, like a bunch of crap, but I don't even have anything like up right now. I used to have just a old logoed shirt that I don't know if anyone ever picked one up or not, but I took them down. But that was the last time I had anything. And then I've thought about, should I buy like a couple shirts, hoodies, cups, like have them made, buy them myself, and then kind of just sell them for whatever they costed and like the shipping or whatever, you know what I mean? Like pick up a couple of each and, you know, whatever happens, happens. So I've thought about doing that too. I guess we'll have to see. I need to reach out and see if I can get in touch with anyone who's crafty and wants a little project to do. Think I have those. Yeah, then you have the most up-to-date ones. I am going to be getting some new ones soon, though. Some different ones. I think there's a square, a circle. They're all kind of different, but they're all the updated emblems. Let's see. Mick Ranger, member of the G-Ballers, up in the G spot. What up? What up, man? What you got in the paquito? What you got in the pocket, man? Kevin Smith, member of the G-Ballers, up in the G-spot. What is up? What's in the pocket? What's in the pocket? Marisol, member of the G-Ballers. Why do my YouTube ads have HIV meds? And then they sent you on over here, didn't they? What's in the leather sheath at the bottom? That is the USA made Scallywag Tactical Wanderer. We tested this last week, I think, was it? Maybe? Or no. The week before last on a vertical live stream. 154, thing's a freaking beast. It's called the Wanderer. Tor Knives bought up Scallywag, and that is one of their products there. Really solid. For a companion, camp knife, all that sort of thing. Solid. That live stream's up too. I think the live stream itself is like 3 hours probably, but for like the first, let me see, where is it? Right here. That second one is the link to the live stream with the testing on the Wanderer. I think it's probably, the actual testing itself is probably like 30, 40 minutes. Then the rest is kind of just bull crap banter. But there it is if you want to check it out. And I put a link in for Scallywag. It's a bunch of, it's just like Tor, pretty much. The owners of Scallywag, like the guys who are running that are all like military guys or they were in the military. And then they got some like professionals in like survival bushcraft area and then some other areas like I think the couple tactical guys. So they got a good crew over there for a different variety of fixed blades. This is obviously more of like a bushcraft fixed blade. But they got some cool tactical stuff too. Let's see, Mick's got the Shaman Spy 27 with some rock scale design scales. Dang! Spy 27, huh? Spy 27. That's kind of a diamond in the rough there, bud. That's a good EDC for the day. Neil McKenzie, member of the GBallers. What is happening? Carried the Ween Affairs today again with the ABW Slippy for Kev. Very nice. Very nice. You just picked up that weed, didn't you? What are your thoughts on the Hawk shortcut? I'm sure it's good. I have no clue, to be completely honest. Oh, yeah. That's that one, Steve. If you were there for that one. I plan on doing more of those. Like these ones are cool too, just but I talked to a few companies already and I have a few other fixed blades on the way and we'll do some live stream verticals of some more testing. I just got to get a little better setup for down there to do it than what I did last time. I literally had the tripod on a uneven chair. Like it was a ghetto setup for sure. Dang, Rickety Ross is back in the crib. Member of the GBallers. There he is. He's the leader of the special GBallers. He's in his own group. Level on up, what is happening, bud? Good to see ya. Kaiser Cobalt 2, that's a nice one there. Drop in what you're carrying. If you did, yeah. Gerber US 1. And a tiny SOG. Which tiny SOG are you talking about, Neil? SOG multi-tool? Like the little dime? Or do you mean just like a little keychain SOG? Malav, mini light. Neil's always got a solid setup. I mean, I'm always trying different stuff out, but there are things I like settle on to, like, if we're leaving, I'll grab this and that. The main stuff I've been grabbing is that damn quiet carry, which pretty much is always with me. it just fills a lot of holes, if you know what I mean. And that's been like the go-to right hip deal, which most of you know that. So that's been like my user workhorse deal. And then a combination of a couple of these, the Griffin, that's been carried quite a bit. I've carried all three of these quite a bit. I tested this one out before the unboxing of these two. And then these two I've kind of carried quite a bit. Been messing around with this one. This has been one of my go-to flashlights. Just because, I mean, even if you're like, man, I don't really want to carry, I don't know. This will be a bad example. But since it's the closest thing, say something a little bigger than this. Say you were like, oh, I just don't want to carry it. Like this, I can throw in my gym shorts and it don't weigh anything. And you got a really capable, solid light. So this has been clutch a couple times where I might not have normally carried one, but I was like, hell. Because I don't like having a ton of stuff down in my pockets. Like, I'll usually keep, like, a lighter, a vape or two, and then I have a hank. Always got a hank folded up in my pocket. And that's usually it. So, but, this has been making its way in there. These would be a good option too, but I like this better, probably. What would be sweet is if they could fix like a little clip here. Something you could easily take on or off with just like a screw, and then you could have the option to clip it if you want. You know what I mean? But when we went hiking the other day on Saturday, I had this clipped to my backpack. But then I've been just tossing it down in the bottom of my pocket. It's got to be one of the most convenient actual flashlights. You would not have a problem carrying it, right? Like, some people might not like extra things or so much weight or whatever weird thing it might be. Like, this is kind of a no excuse carry a flashlight in your pocket. But a clip add-on would be sweet to that Nightcore, for sure. Kicking my wounds right now. Opened my shed door. Got attacked by wasps. Stung on my sweaty head twice and my neck. Damn. My thoughts are with you, man. That happened to me when I was little. Yellow jackets. My older brother opened up the shed door, and there was a yellow jacket nest up there, and I got it. I got it once or twice. But damn, that sucks, man. That sucks. It's been a little while since I've been stung by like a mean bee. I think I got stung by one of them little, they're just like an annoying kind of sting. Those little thingies. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't been stung, thankfully, knock on wood, in a while. Probably because I don't go outside. Shit. No, I do. Oh. The key one. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, Neil. I know exactly what you're talking about. Carried my Drift L2 for 2 months. I could totally get on board with that. This will be in my pocket soon enough. But I've been not wanting to carry 2 at the same time. 2 quiet carries. So I've been holding off on the video and carrying it. But yeah, I'll be carrying the snot out of this. There will probably come a time when I'm carrying this and the shallows. No doubt. No doubt. Let's see here. I got the REC exclusive Shaman with the Python scales last week. And I just got the bug out with the aluminum and Richlight scales this week. Pretty happy. Very nice pickups. Are you, like, did you just start collecting, or? Either way, 2 solid pickups. Especially if you just started. 2 good pickups, especially that Shaman. Shit. What'd you get that in? What'd they do those in? I saw them, but I just don't remember. I saw them, and I was like, damn. And then, that was it. Just put Flytanium modular scales with a Damascus insert. Lynch Northwest said Stevie clip on this bug out you sent. Nice. Flytanium scales, Damascus insert, and a said Stevie clip. Nice. B Shady's got the No Name Excalibur. Cuvis Vanish. We shall not speak thy Theus the name. Kunwu Excalibur. Cuvist Vanish. Lynch Northwest Pry. Forest Hank of the Month. Alien style. Sog Power Pint. Ray Light. Lan Apple. In tie. I have that one as well, and that's a beautiful. I have the Stonewash tie Lan. Great light. Fidget Boy, Beeper Boy slider, tie dice, capsule and tie dice. B Shady's ready for war. Don Miller, what is happening? Carried the Concept Apollo in S35 with titanium handles and a Jungleware fat carbon inlay. Very nice. Very nice. I should say. I think this is the Apollo, right? Yeah. This knife's badass. That's the Apollo there. If it wasn't for the Bison, like, this is up there with some of my favorites from them this year. It's got that DLC. But the Quasar, the Bison, they've had some good ones this year, actually, like some real good ones. Last year they put out some freaking bangers too. Concept. They're stepping their game up for sure. Gold Stanza, what is happening? Audio's glitchy. I hear it. I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's because I'm moving around, maybe? I don't know. I love the aluminum and rich light bug out. I would have to say there are one or two others I've seen that I really liked, but I would say like stock bug outs, this is my favorite combo right here. The S90 with that weave carbon fiber. This is probably my favorite stock one. There is another one that's really close. Can't remember which one it is. But I got this knife, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Maybe. Something like that. For like $200. Can't remember exactly when it was. But this is one they did. I flicked this knife thousands of times. This was the second knife I got when I started, you know, collecting. And I flicked this thing a million times. Never broke a spring. And the action is... So they were on their A game. Must have been Thursday or something. I don't know. But they killed it. I've had a couple really good ones and a couple like kind of sloppy ones from Benchmade. Couple real good ones, couple okay ones. Picked up the Mini Hera 2 Jurassic and the Apocalyptic Aluminum Frag Stitch. That's a couple of sick ass picks there. That is a couple of sick picks. I'm definitely on board with the Stitch too. I love that. I would consider getting another one of these if I could find one that was different enough. But this is the exact one I want, like realistically, where I didn't have to sell my kidney to get it. This is the two-tone fluted aluminum. I love this thing. Matter of fact, I might carry this tomorrow. Yeah. You like that, don't you? You like that. Yeah, this was the last one I picked up, I think, Microtech. Probably about due to pick one up. Boy, it was tough not to pick up the new LUDTs. I love the LUDT. Love that damn thing. It's the slide line fan blowing into the mic. Oh. It's the AC, yeah. These microphones aren't as good as they claim to be, or I have it on the wrong setting, one of the two. I'm pretty sure green is supposed to be noise canceling, so I guess I could start doing it off my normal mic. Or no, this piece of shit phone don't pick up. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I gotta have the AC or I'll die out here. I'll die. I'll die. I'm waiting for YCME after I destroyed my last CME. Don't ask me how. I can only imagine. You know, that's something I've never tried as a CME. I guess I never found... I don't know. I've always found the compression lock to be very accessible and... I don't know. I know some people are different though, so... I could see like if it's hard to like the dexterity to get your finger in there or whatever. But I know those are popular with righties and lefties, so... What is that? Food? Was that food? Gotta take care of my Crewwear Spidey. I don't know what that is. Food, maybe. Yeah, I got some audio, man. I got some audio. I got me some Hollylands and a Rode mic. I don't really want to take it to the changing my voice level. Maybe someday. When I can obtain that type of stratospheric level. Yeah, REC, man, I saw they were putting them bad boys out whenever that was, and I was like, damn. What steel were they in? Spy 27? Is that what you said? Or no, wait. What steel did they do those in? It wasn't Spy 27, was it? Oh, maybe it was. What the hell did they do them in? S90V? Now I can't remember. I remember seeing the post. What's your favorite Chinese knife on the table? I would say Chinese knife. I would say if I had to pick one. Oh, it's not on the table now. Damn. If I can put, not that. If I can put the knife that was in here back on here, it would be this one. Without question. Without no hesitation. Like Chinese knife, not counting USA, Taiwan. Yeah. No question. The Riken Katuo V3 Griffin. You want to talk about precise. Like, these mofos didn't mess around with this thing. I talked about this earlier. The D10's beautiful for everything. And everything is done really well. Thumb flick, reverse flick, it's all money. And then the front flipper is done to perfection. It kind of bulges here and then slants back in, flattens off a little bit, and then it flares back out. Perfect for everything, no matter what you want to do. And nothing feels neglected. And the rear flipper is done beautifully. I've carried the shit out of this knife. A ton. Oh, if I couldn't go with the Reich? Okay. So no Reichs. Let's see. This could be a real solid pick. The Boba Fett Kaiser. Oh, this wasn't on the table. Yeah, that'd be KC you're making fun of there. This one I've been carrying quite a bit. Concept did KC justice on the Thunderhead. There's a couple of you out there who picked one up. Really solid. The acoustics are phenomenal. It's a good size. It ain't itty bitty like a lot of you guys are used to. And I think they're like $200. So they're fairly priced. I've been carrying, I like that Thunderhead quite a bit. I'd probably say, just to go bougie, the Ray Laconico Gambit. Artisan. That's probably the one I'd go with there. Because they run their S90V 60 to 62. And this thing's just badass looking. So I'd probably go this route if I didn't go Griffin. And then they do that satin sand polish finish that they do. And I like Ray Laconico too. Probably that one. Yeah. CME is awesome. Just make sure you use good glue. Right. I was gonna say, I can imagine you like chipping away at it with like a knife or something. Daniel, what is up? Hey, me too, bud. Some of us carry 3 or 4 or 5. Couple people carry couple. What's your favorite EDC for 150E Max? What's up, Neo? What is happening? What's your favorite EDC sub 150? Not sure what that means, so we'll just say like 150 bucks. Or like 200 for some top. Oh shit, that made me laugh. That made me laugh good. Marisol likes the fastback. That's pretty good. I got 2 of them too. What up, Blake? Sub 200 for top. I mean, there's so many good knives you can get in under 200 bucks. There's all kinds of para 3s, paramilitary 2s, if you want to go like USA. Hogue has the Deca. I think both the Ritter Hogues are both under 200, or not much higher, both USA made. Probably could pick up some TRMs for maybe around there, like in, G10 maybe or something. Maybe. They might be a little more than that, so I could be wrong. But if you didn't want to go that route, like those would all be solid knives for using, like you're going to rely on it to be one of your main cutters for now, or whatever type of deal. Those would all be good choices for that. If you need something that has a little flash or glam to it, like the fidgety and the blobbity bobbity, boobity doobity. Kaiser's gonna be a good value with, and it would depend on the size you like too. I'd probably go for 200. Boy, that's tough. I like Spyderco. Yeah, I've had bunches of Spydercos. I've had lots of them. Not as many as some, but I got myself a couple. Had to take care of Mom. What's going on in here? Oh, we're just chilling. I've been on for too long already. Steve Martin, what is happening? Shabnam Perline, what is happening? I threw my fastback out after I saw Marisol. What? Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, man, that you could get. You used to be able to get a G10 ABW for like $210, Magna Cut, USA made, or maybe like $220 which would have been a superb pickup, but those are probably hard to find now. Pink paint is cheap. I got 2 actually. And you know why? It was this one. The second one I bought. I thought I was in at Kohl's Hardware the one day, and I thought for sure they made a button actuated liner locking knife. And I was mistaken. But it's their like pocket knife driver combo. I have a GBall one, I think, in my truck. But you can't even do the old fastback thing with this. So it's stupid. Anyway. The original one is the way to go. Laconico is cool. Yeah, I like Ray Laconico's stuff quite a bit. The Bison, like, he's been on fire this year. If you check out some of the stuff he's done this year, if you don't already know. But he's put out some good stuff this year. The Gambit, the Bison. He's done several with Artisan and Concept this year, and then he's done his other stuff too. Yeah, Miguron would be a good way to go. The slow back model, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't even, I was so disappointed that, because it was like 25 bucks. And I remember ripping it open when I got in my truck, and I was like, oh, it's just, I thought for sure they freaking did a button liner lock. Nope. It's probably in the chair. Winch wire replacement fits the fastback. Ah, that would be nice. Favorite Monster. Probably. This one's pretty damn good. I'd have trouble not picking the Ferrex, the newer one. They did these in all titanium, and then they did some with the, like, different show side. So they did all titanium and then carbon fiber. But I really like the front flipper. What is that? The Urban Grip, I think. The front flipper. That thing is really solid. That might be my first pick. Probably between that one and the Ferrex. The Spectrum is really solid. Especially the DLC that they did and whatnot. But there's a little issue with the stop pin placement and whatnot. So if you're someone who likes to sharpen and all that jazz, that wouldn't be a good one to go with. Let's see. What's the 3 knives back from the sticker? These? These. Blue. This is right here, Ross and Marisol. This is a Ray Laconico here from Concept. I freaking love this knife. I carry this thing a ton. It's got that built-in guard, and it's a monster. But that's probably my favorite Concept this year is this Ray Laconico. Craftsman does a button liner lock. Really? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, we got some Spydercos. The handiest one I got is right here. Pair of 3. Crew wear. Yeah, I like Spyderco. Big fan of Spidey and Co. Spidey and Co. The Bird Lynch combo. I know Marisol likes that bird. Hates Chinese knives, but loves himself a bird. Freaking character. No, 3 knives back from the sticker. So do you mean down? Or do you mean up? This one? You're talking about that one. Blake, you won't be disappointed, dude. I know Rolf has one as well, and he loves it. And I love it. This is Reich's new SO6 version 2. One of their latest crazy joints. Third knife down from the blue sticker. Yeah, the SO6. I'm gonna have to pick that Craftsman up. I don't need it, but I need to check it out. With the blue piece of fiberglass. This one? This one. That's the Griffin, dog. That's the knife we've been talking about all night. The Griffin. It's one of my favorite knives this year. Go pick it up right here. You can go pick it up right here. This is the one I said I'd go with out of all these that are foreign made, at least, or Chinese made. the Griffin. It's kind of what it kind of reminds me of in essence, and that's just because the Nimble first had it, but it kind of reminds me of like a futuristic Nimble. It would be sweet if John would do a button frame lock or liner lock with one of his. The only reason, well, the size. I like a little bit larger knife, so you might be different. But the other reason I really like this one over the Mini, man, is the Mini, you can't access the liner. But on the Griffin V3, you can. And it's made to. The Mini, the liner is like shaved, so you really can't get to it. So that's another huge plus to me with this one, is the size. Now, if you didn't care about that and you like a little bit smaller knife, then yeah, for sure, same knife then. But I like this one a lot. A lot. Especially for the price of those compared to the other stuff they do, like the Tizit and the SO6 for that matter. Yeah, make sure for everyone who is new, just coming in, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get to 20K here. 20K. We're trying to do it. We're trying to do it here. Doobie doobie doo. Doobity doo. Doobity doo doo. There was something I was wondering if it would fit on, but now I don't remember what the hell it was. Don't remember. Man, you got a lot of Lynch clips, bro. Doobie doobie doo. Doobity doo. How many run over? Doobie doo. I'll have to. Are those in stock? The Stevie ones. I'll have to get one of those just because. I'm selling mine. I'll hook you up. I don't know if I want one that's been ran over. I might have to draw the line at being run over with a truck. Do do do. It was only a van. I'll let you send it to me. How about that? Mikey Reese, what's up, bro? Oh, my fault. Was I gone over his stream? I forgot all about him. Forgot all about him. My fault. My fault. Do. It's good to see you, bro. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, man. Check that out. The Nanner. The Nanner. Look at that crazy thing. Timmy T went and got one of these. It's a slicey bastard. And a crazy, crazy design. Who did this? Shit. Dusty Rhodes did this. It's wild. Wild. Easy. Why easy? I will see you guys possibly tomorrow, but if not, look for me on Thursday around lunchtime, maybe. Definitely try to be on then. But if not, I'll see you on Saturday night. And I hope you have an awesome night, an awesome week. For all the new mofos in here, make sure you're subscribed. Yeah. Just do it. For some of you, you can unsubscribe. Love you guys. Hope you have a good week. One last thing. in the chat. If you want to join the Discord, there's a link. Oh, it's at the top of the chat too. But that's a fresh one. It like times out after a day for some reason. They don't want people, weirdos coming in there. But there's a link to the Discord. It's free. If you're on here, you can sign up for that and come hang out. Chit chat. Post your EDC. Buy some stuff. Sell some stuff. All kinds of fun goodies in there. Toddy Car, remember the G-Ballers. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for swinging through. I will see you guys on the next one.